Hello and welcome back to Resident Evil Requiem, where today we are starting in the bonuses menu. Mainly because the title screen now contains spoilers, and I wanted to make sure that everyone knows it's in the title of the stream, but it's also right here. This will contain spoilers for the game. I have played through it already. We are replaying it in light of the information we now have from completing the game. And I have made a couple purchases from the bonus shop to have. And we're going to be using the costumes I've purchased for these two, just because. But time for a new game. Standard classic. Not going to do Insanity just yet. I do plan to do Insanity at some point, and I would like to do it without using any of the bonus weapons or anything. Also, we path trace now. I know we've seen this cutscene path traced before, but we're going to be path tracing for the whole game, because it really is just that opening rainy sequence where we're going to be dropping any real amount of frames due to path tracing. The rest, a 5090 with a 14900K can handle at 60 FPS path traced. I would say it's handling it at 4K 60, but it isn't. It's handling it at 10K 60, or 1080p 60. Not 10K, that would be even more. 1080p 60. Upscaled to 4K, because that is what DLSS performance does.
Grace Ashcroft.
Yes?
My office.
Oh, coming. If this is about the report you asked for yesterday, it'll be ready in 2 days, tops.
Put a hold on that for now. We found another body. One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating. Now, I need a good technical analyst on this.
Okay.
Oh, also, in this run, we are going to be doing many of the steps required to solve the final puzzle. We won't be able to solve it on this run, but we'll take many of the steps.
I know that's where your mother was murdered. And I know it'll be upsetting for you. Alyssa died 8 years ago. Perhaps it's time for you to face the past. Confront that fear head on. Grace, I won't force you to go. But do you think you can do this for me? Investigate that crime scene and report back to me with your findings. That's all for now.
So I actually got my brother to start playing this game. He hasn't been a Resident Evil player. He's more of an action gamer. But I managed to get him into the series by letting him borrow my Steam Deck with Resident Evil 4 remake on it. I think a year or two ago. 2 years now, I think. But, yeah, he played through that multiple times. He was like, okay, yeah, you're right. This is great.
Sorry.
And then, last year, during the Halloween season sale, I freaking just went and bought him RE2 remake, RE3 remake, and RE8 Village. So we actually are at 60 FPS right now.
It should be around here.
That seems odd. Are we actually path tracing? Are the paths being traced? The paths are being traced. Okay. Well then. I guess we're just at 60 FPS and I'm not going to complain. Surely that won't stay solid. But I mean, those are some traced paths. Ooh. Yeah, my brother has not yet played RE2 or RE3, but he did play most of RE8. He got to the Miranda boss fight and then stalled out because he failed a few times in a row. And then this game he actually bought on his own and started playing on his own, even though I told him he should probably play at least RE2 first. But, he is enjoying it so far. Last I heard, he was feeling around in the dark with a lighter as Grace. The first time I heard that he had got the game, what he told me was, started playing the new Resident Evil. These graphics are incredible. He's on base PS5, not even PS5 Pro, but I mean, the game does look great. Just started as Leon, trying to catch up with Victor and Grace. Holy shit, this is intense. And then the next update I got from him. Yeah, the whole Grace section is unnerving. You have a gun you don't use. Super tense. Going through the dark with a lighter is panic-inducing.
Hey, that's a restricted area. You can't go in there.
Why?
It's an active crime scene.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Yeah,
Just a sec.
I'm glad he's finding the Grace sections as compelling as he is. I didn't expect him to enjoy them as much because, again, he's more of an action gamer.
All these strange deaths, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's the 5th one now, right? I heard they all have the same weird bruises. So you think it's something infectious or terrorism or? Why else would the FBI be investigating, right? Hey, are you with me?
Oh, there might be answers inside.
Yeah, sure, right. Be careful in there. Whole building's condemned. Word is they're finally gonna bring the whole place down.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, so I'm seeing some visual artifacting going on straight ahead right now. Let me just, once again, just look over my graphics settings, make sure. Was playing in HDR for just a bit, just to test and see how I could handle path tracing. Yeah, we're at 4K, motion blur is off. The paths are being traced. Everything else is as high as it can go while paths are being traced. Okay, I guess we're good. Just something with the driver version I'm on. But, words. Something. Right, I have slightly modded the game.
Why am I even here?
I've got RE Framework installed, and just like with Monster Hunter Wilds, its only purpose is to remove film grain. We have no film grain going on right now. I'm just admiring the reflective detail on all of the things right now. Even though part of me wants to beat the game fast so I can get the CP for beating the game fast. I also want to take the time to admire the path tracing on my first time playing the game with path tracing. So this is definitely not going to be a sub 4-hour clear. This is going to be a multi-stream affair. I can tell you that. Also, apparently, there is exactly one enemy in the game whose behavior changes at all when you have the flashlight on versus off. And it's the girl. Not even the, oh, turn off the light zombies care if your flashlight is on. They only care if you get close enough to them. And we know that that's got maggots in it, and we know that that's got rotted meat in it.
I can't.
So Outlander, the game feels really long for Resident Evil, but in terms of what you actually have to do, it's not that long. There's actually a lot of sequence breaks you can do too. And it's to the point that speedrunners are saying they expect insanity mode speedruns to come in at sub 2 hours. Which, yeah, for a modern Resident Evil game is somewhat long, but like, it's not the longest. It's not RE6. We got the footprints, we got the scritchy scratches. We still got no 3 nowhere as far as I can tell. We got 1. We got 2. We got 4. We got 5. 6. We got a mop. Here's 7. Yeah, still no 3. Oh, they, really cleaned up almost everything at this crime scene, huh? Like, this is where the guy died, and there was all sorts of blood in the photo, but now Grace just needs to wash her hands. Like, look at that. There should be so much more blood smeared all over, but no, it's just on the door. They cleaned up too much before sending in the FBI. There should be way more blood here. That is destruction of evidence. I bucket. Outlander, was it you who said that you did this initial segment way different from me? Or is it the next segment with the girl? Because I'm curious as to what was done differently. Because I want to see if I can do differently. Oh no, the door.
Who's there?
I'm going to take another look at the evidence flags. I'm curious about something.
What do I do?
Okay, so 1 and 2, standing up. 4, standing up. 3 is missing. Ah, the whole big hospital. Gotcha. Okay, yeah, I know there are a lot of different ways to approach that. Yeah. 1 and 2 are standing, 4 is standing, 3 is missing, 5 is knocked over, 6 is standing. And 7 is knocked over. So I was thinking that maybe this would be a reference to people's reception of various Resident Evil games or something. Like, oh yeah, people love Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 3 is missing because people can't decide whether the remake is good or not. I mean, my personal opinion, it's a good game. It's not a good remake. Like, it's a fun game for what it is. And then people like Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 5 hasn't been remade, and it kind of needs one at this point. Especially with the things we got going on. Resident Evil 6, that definitely shouldn't be standing if it's about reception. And Resident Evil 7 should be standing if it's about reception. Also, hang on, I want to go back to rainy times outside, because there's a few things that I wanted to take another look at. This should do it. So we're going to be repeating some stuff, but there's a lot that I didn't look at here. Like, did you know that Nico's Delicatessen is known as the best? They have premium meats and cheeses. And apparently they also have an advertisement for Grill 14, despite not being Grill 14. Hey, Nico's Delicatessen, why are you advertising the shop that is next door to you? Why are you doing this?
Should be around here.
Yes, I know.
I want to see the other side of this. Is it? It is identical on both sides.
What is...
Grill 14's got meatloaf, burgers, steak. They've got some Dulvey beer. Just in case we wanted an RE7 reference.
So, where are we going today?
The restaurant. Really popular one? We managed to book a table.
Really?
Oh, they accept Viwa and Monster Card. And Amazing Express?
Looks like the meal's on the menu.
Kind of amused by the off-brand credit cards. Not allowed to crouch yet. Candy, deli, and grocery. Apparently everyone's got pale ale. Oh, we can get closer. Yep, we got Viwa, Amazing Express, Monster Card, International, and ABC. They love corn dogs. Which, in Japan, are called American dogs. Do not give alcohol to teens. Don't do it. My late grandmother once tried to give me alcohol when I was a teen, and I declined because I had already decided that I didn't need to drink to have fun, so I just wouldn't. And her response was, but if you don't start drinking now, then how will you know where your limits are when you start drinking with your friends? And my response was, I will not start drinking with my friends, so I don't need to know. End of story. Wish we could see what this newspaper had to say, but nope. The barber shop. Oh, I can get a beard trim for $25 and a head shave for $50. Oof. So that means that my typical things that I need done, and which I usually do myself, a head shave and a beard trim, would come up to $75, which is a bit much. The place I go... Oh, thanks for showing us the nice watch there, Grace. The place I go when I need, or when I want to have my hair professionally dealt with instead of just doing it myself. I typically only have to pay $40. And then I add a bit as a tip, naturally, but... Yeah.
Yeah, can't remember the last time it wasn't. But the weather report said it was going to be clear.
Can't read any of the street names. We were able to read them in RE3. Of course, they mattered more in RE3. Oh, we got Phil's Pharmacy with drugs and cosmetics. And we've got the liquor, wine, and beer.
Yeah, right? He's a kiss ass who goofs off while we do all the damn work.
Which does not appear to have Dulvey beer.
The weather report said it was going to be clear for once. Guess they were wrong. This sucks.
So, what happened with the mission?
Oh man, she was pissed. She forgave me in the end.
I can't help but feel like this is the type of job that people don't normally do when it's pouring rain.
No, I swear, I'll never do it again.
And I mean, the results he's getting show why people probably don't do it in the pouring
How
rain.
about you?
Same as always, can't complain.
You're no fun is what you mean.
Not my fault you're all drama.
Okay. We are done looking at signage and things.
Why am I even here?
Looks like the bird that takes off is in fact not visible until it does so. Who doesn't love some nice, thick, volumetric fog? Really? I have to go all the way through it? Oh no, it's just stuck in our inventory. Got it. Let's talk in room 204. Also, it turns out the old key is not the room 204 key. It's just an old key. If it was the room 204 key, then my complaints in the first run about that not being room 204 and it being really weird that the key to get into the hotel proper would be the key to room 204. Yeah, it's not. So billowy. I don't need to look at any of the files. We've looked at them all. Someone tromping around upstairs. Can't look at this early. You'd really think that more aspects of this place would give Grace flashbacks before seeing the picture of herself. I don't think I noticed these on my first trip here. I feel like we probably shouldn't have all of those here. That probably is suspect. Oh, we didn't visit the restroom this time. Oh well. We'll visit a restroom later in the game, that's for sure. It's mandatory in order to complete the final puzzle. Gotta get the wire cutters, which in the Japanese version of the game are called nippers.
Shit.
Also, apparently speedrunners think the game is probably going to be speedrun in first person. Because while third person gives you greater awareness of your surroundings, it also gives your surroundings greater awareness of you. Zombies are more likely to aggro when you're in third person than in first person. And in first person, you move slightly faster. Never turned that off before. And there's also something else we never did before in here, which is go into the bathroom. Wow, look at everything I missed on my first run.
What? Who? Hi, Mom.
You have been on that thing all day.
Well, if you're gonna work so late.
Get some sleep, eh?
I'm almost done, just a sec.
What am I gonna do with you?
What you always do? Nag at me until I go to bed?
Wow, it's really coming down hard.
Mom, phone. Mom.
It's right beside you.
Hello?
Miss Ashcroft?
Yes.
So, yesterday,
Who was it?
I actually had a recommendation in my
They asked for
YouTube
Miss
algorithm
Ashcroft, and then they hung up on me.
of a segment of the Resident Evil Requiem Insanity Mode speedrun,
They're coming.
where they were going through
Grace, We need to go.
Grace's first section in the care center,
Mom, what's going on?
like after meeting up with Leon and
Hurry.
Leon giving her the Requiem, the first big section, you know, from
Who's coming?
meeting Emily
What's wrong?
until
We need to keep our voices down.
the end of
Come on.
that section where you do the holdout while Emily is reading and solving the
Tell
puzzle.
me what's going on.
Now is not the time.
They managed it in 15 minutes by basically ignoring very nearly every zombie and just pathing around them in such a way that they
Stay close.
never got grabbed and were able to just rush through the entire game. Pretty much. So, like, that,
Grace,
you know, what feels like a huge section
keep moving.
was condensed down into 15 minutes. So yeah, this game is big and there's a lot to do and explore, but it is compressible.
Who's that? Oh, I'm so sorry about the power outage.
What happened?
Oh, it's probably the electrical panel. It's 40 years old, so it doesn't take much to trip it. It's really no excuse, and I apologize for
This
the
nice man looks
inconvenience.
nothing like a guy who's about to get killed.
I should have it fixed soon. I just need to find my...
What the hell, Mom?
No, Grace. No. Grace, stay close to me.
Are you gonna tell me what's going on? Mom, what are you doing?
Something important.
What did you hide behind that painting?
I'll explain later. We need to find another way out. Grace, come on. Come on, Grace. Come on, hurry. Come on in, Grace.
I'm calling the police.
No, don't go.
Hello? Yes, I want to report a murder. No, murders.
Grace.
Yes. The Redwood Hotel. Yes. Hurry, please. The police are on their way. Oh, my God. Mom, I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
Grace. Grace, look at me. Grab my hands. Okay, look at me. Look at me. In and out. Breathe in and out. Oh, Grace. I promise you, I will explain this all to you one of these days.
I am eager to get into my first insanity run at some point,
Please
'cause they
know that
actually
you are my hope.
move around a lot of the key items.
Forget that.
What are you talking about?
Just. I love you.
I love you too.
Okay.
Mom, I'm scared.
No. We need to find a way out of here now.
But we don't have any of our stuff,
We
Mom.
can come back for it later, Grace.
I
I'd just like to point out, she said we need to find a way out of here when directly in front of her was a sign that said exit. Yeah, saying we need to find a way out when you are literally looking straight towards a sign that says exit. I don't think you need to find it.
So sorry. This is not my fault.
Now, some people might be too young to know this, but there is a good reason Grace reached for that phone. Yes, the power is out, but a landline still works in a power outage.
Hello? Who is this? I need to get out of here.
Something important. I'll explain later.
Where did you find that painting?
Only something that kind of retcons Resident Evil 5's main, instigator? Not really. Something dripped. Was it just water? I guess it was just water. Yeah. There are aspects of Resident Evil 5 that are basically retconned by this game. It feels like the plot of this game is kind of reliant on a Resident Evil 5 remake that we haven't gotten. Again, though, where did the guy come from? Like, he was just walking straight across. So either he was standing here waiting for us to get close enough and waiting for the lightning to strike before he started moving, or he was standing on top of this little table. But yeah, even if we assume that Zalbert Desker is another Wesker clone, because we know that Wesker was like one of many, many clones, and he was just one of the successful ones. Considering we met his clone sister in Resident Evil Revelations 2, and she was nowhere near as pristine, we can say that much. But, yeah, so we can assume that Zalbert Desker is, in fact, just another Wesker child. But the way they're trying to redeem Spencer after all of the evil that he has done and that has been done in his name, and after we saw his final moments in Resident Evil 5, where he was basically spouting out, humanity was going to enter a new stage of evolution and I was to be its god. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a man who's repentant, you know? But this game wants us to think, oh yeah, he was totally sorry about everything he did. He was trying to seek atonement. Open the thing, pull out the thing, open the thing. Read the thing. Work is settled down, spend more time in the next town. Uh-oh, someone was watching me. Oh no, he's following me for reals. I can't help but notice the read-write switch in the bottom left. does not appear to be switchable. And yet they still put the plastic part in there as if it's switchable. Like, there should be something for those two little teeth on the prongs to bite onto to keep it in place when it's moved up and down. But there's nowhere for it to move up and down, and there's nothing for them to bite onto. Like, that is locked in place. So they just have an extra plastic part that serves absolutely no purpose in this disc.
Sorry, officer. What's wrong?
Something stung me.
Are you okay? What do I do?
You really have to hand it to this game's animation team. And the mocap actors.
Wait! What are you doing?
Good old emergency exit key.
Get away! Get away from me! Shit! Stay away!
So another interesting bit about this game, I've watched someone play some of the Japanese version up to partway through the hospital. Actually up until Grace went into the basement. And unlike previous recent Resident Evil games, this one is actually allowed to show dismemberments. But, parts like where that guy gets stabbed in the eye and whatnot, where it would be showing grievous injury, instead of, you know, showing all the meat and blood and whatnot around the spot, it just blacks out anywhere where the muscle would be showing. And exposed brains and things like that, because this game does have a lot of that. And like on severed arms and whatnot, basically like an inch or two past the severed spot,
Is anyone there?
up until the part where it's severed, is just blacked out. So yeah, as long as you don't show the meat, I guess it's not a actually severed part. Mm-hmm. Though, what's really amusing is, you know how we gotta get the artificial heart and lungs to put in that one guy? A, the cavity into which you put it is completely blacked out, and B, so are the organs themselves. So they're just a pitch black set of lungs and a pitch black heart placed into a pitch black cavity. It's not even pitch black, it's more like black plastic looking. And it's kind of silly.
Hello?
hasn't been easy. But after much effort, here we finally are.
So fun fact, if you're not tracing any rays or paths, his teeth don't look as shiny,
Who planted that body?
which makes it look like they are in fact just really nasty teeth instead of a grill.
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Which makes Leon's line of "when's the last time you brushed your teeth" seem even more appropriate.
Rest now, Grace. We have so much to do.
And yeah, Outlander, Resident Evil 4 Remake did have a change that seemed like it would make Resident Evil 5 unable to happen in its current form. But apparently it's not as cut and dry as that, because the plaga that Wesker got for Resident Evil 5 in the first place wasn't one of the control plagas. So Resident Evil 5 can still happen in its current form.
Same black blotches.
Not post-mortem lividity.
No. No, this is different. That's 6 now. 6 survivors of Raccoon City, all dead from the same thing.
Yeah, that's not good.
No. No, it's not.
But I have something for you. The team has settled on a person of interest. Someone with ties to Umbrella. Victor Gideon.
Who is he?
A former T-virus researcher. Hey, I just got a report of a missing police officer. It might be unrelated, but he disappeared near where the 5th body was found. You there, Leon?
Yeah. I'm here.
You okay?
Outlander, if the CG movies are to be believed, which again, as far as we are aware, they are canon, Claire is volunteering at one of a variety of anti-bioterrorism outfits. Just bioterrorism protest groups. The last we saw Claire in the actual Resident Evil games
Just about.
was Rev 2.
You've got to be shitting me.
What's going on? Is she okay?
Oh, she's fine. I'm just taking her home.
So something I have been curious about,
I'm going after Victor.
besides Leon's apparently atrocious posture, which is only emphasized by this costume. Oh, we can obtain and tune up equipment earlier. Yeah, I've been wondering if it's actually possible to catch up to Victor in this sequence. I doubt it. But like, if we ignore enemies...
Help me!
You okay?
I wonder how far we can get, or how close to Victor we can get.
Get Brentwood locked down.
What? Is it something to do with Victor?
Yeah.
And shooting legs like that is primarily what the speedrunners did when I watched them go through the opening section so quickly. Pretty much fire shots into legs to get a stagger and then run on by.
Shit.
Wow. Hit by 2 cars, barely take any damage. Oh, that's not a nice thing to do, Leon. Wow, didn't even give me the option to axe her. I feel like I've gotten turned around, because I have. Well, so much for trying to catch Victor. Might as well grab some ammo. Or a green herb. Good old hover ammo. Wait, no, that's a hover brick. Kind of weird that getting bitten by one zombie deals more damage than getting hit by 2 cars.
Leon, have you located Victor?
No, I lost him. Back to square one.
Not necessarily. Victor purchased a building after Umbrella went under. The Rhodes Hill Chronic Care Center. I'll send you the address.
And Outlander, if you're talking about the box for upgrading stuff, I saw it. I walked past it because I had 0 points to upgrade anything with. And Outlander, you're not the only one who ended up with some gunpowder that was unreachable. I killed a zombie that was in an area Leon could not ever go, and therefore got denied a gunpowder, or not a gunpowder. It was a scrap, arguably even worse than gunpowder, to lose out on. And whoever stabbed that IV, or I guess not IV, the blood drainer thingy. Whoever stabbed Grace was clearly a bad doctor. You're not supposed to put that through clothing.
Oh, yes.
For reals though, you don't stick those through clothing. He drained a lot of your blood. And hung you upside down for hours. Like, is really that hard to imagine those two things causing discomfort? Give me the bottle. What have I said about some nice, thick, volumetric fog? Wow, this really is something with the paths being traced. Bet this hole will never be used for nefarious purposes. Right. Need the cherub key first. Good old code 6.
Dad.
No, you don't open locks with bottles. It's just not done. An ink ribbon. The lighter that we very much need. Hey, look, we need a screwdriver too. Oh, hang on. Hi, Grace. Oh, there's Shadow Ghost. Have you seen her hiding in the dark? Have you seen her staying from the light? She sees you. Stay in the light. Good old lamp jump scare. Oh, gee, there's a screwdriver in the staff room, or the nurse's station, rather. Yeah, don't say. And yeah, the path tracing here with the red light does look phenomenal. Like, when we are standing here looking this way, it's like, yeah, that's how light works. Anyway, time to go meet us a shadow ghost, but also a dead man jump scare.
He's dead. Infected.
Weird how our lighter suddenly started illuminating more.
What the fuck?
So I suppose this means that the lights in here are UV lights?
What the hell was that thing?
Which, I mean, I guess if they know this thing is loose in the facility, they probably would equip everything they can with UV lights, but...
Oh my god. This looks important. Maybe...
The med injector looks important? I mean, we do like med injectors, but I don't think they look important. Can't reach it. Hello, sir. You mind if I get in there? I know there's nothing in it. Oh, never mind. There is something in it. So we cannot move this slow enough to prevent that. But we can at least move it far enough in one go. And can we open that? Herb?
Can't hurt to pick some, I guess.
Who doesn't love a nice herb? For reals though, the animation work in this game, stellar. Alright, you have fun over there, lady. Okay, so I believe going this way is not going to make her immediately come after us. Okay. And I've probably just wasted some time. Where is she? She's still in here? Yep. So we come in here, except we don't. Whoop. A little faster, Grace. Rude of you to push me like that. So instead we run this way. And she does not come after us fast enough. Okay. Upsy daisy. Now, may I get my screwdriver? Because, boy, do I have a screw to drive. Can we grab that from here? We sure can. Helps if we open it instead of just looking at it and then putting it right back down.
Yes.
And then we try and go where we're supposed to. But then, oh no, she is going to pop up in front of us. Yes, hello. So So now we run towards the safe zone we've known. And then we once again try and go where we need to, but we could try and go back to the safe zone, but then the light would break. So we'd have to come back here anyway. So we just give her the runaround. Thankfully, this zone remains safe for now. Until we steal one battery. Or I guess, fuse. Slap the fuse in, and we are done with Grace's segment. Ouch. Sure is a shame Grace died here and the game ended. I have noticed one graphical error in path tracing mode. On occasion, it's not common, but on occasion, in certain areas, there will sometimes just be a bright flash somewhere on the screen. Sometimes it's really big, sometimes it's not, but when Leon's car was driving up, I saw one. And it's really just for one frame. And it's the only one I've noticed thus far that I can recall
Mr. Kennedy,
in this run.
welcome. Dr. Gideon has been expecting you.
Funny.
But like,
I don't remember getting an invitation.
Well, he's waiting for you.
Can't have that, can we?
Follow me, please.
Lead the way.
Seriously, this costume just makes Leon's posture look even worse than it actually is. Makes him look almost like he's got a hunch.
Dr. Gideon.
Not long. I just recently joined the team.
And do you often walk around in the dark?
We care for quite a few long-term patients here, all undergoing experimental therapies developed by Dr. Gideon.
Is there a reason you leave that off? Wow, we can buy the shotgun early. Shame it doesn't keep our upgrades between playthroughs.
Experimental therapies.
Yes. It's all very cutting edge. The facility keeps a low profile due to the sensitive nature of the research.
Oh, I bet it does.
Again, why do you leave so many lights off? Like, sure, you've got potential power issues due to the thunderstorm, but there's a bunch of lights that are staying on. Surely you can have more lights on and have this place be better lit and look more like a respectable establishment. Do you not realize anything's off, ma'am? It'd be funny if one of those skull x-rays showed a camera in there. But I know they're not x-rays of the skeleton right there. I like how Leon didn't actually roll up his sleeve in this costume. It's just the watch suddenly appeared on his wrist.
We need to leave immediately.
What's going on?
I don't know what's happening. Some kind of mass hysteria. The hospital is on lockdown. Doctor.
I think I want a second opinion.
I still took some damage, even though I parried. I guess I pressed the parry button late. So they're allowed to grab it while it spins, but I'm not. Oh, I didn't sharpen. We are again going to be trying to keep our difficulty adjustment high by reloading from the menu where possible. Hurry up and spin. All right, we took care of him faster than before. Stop spinning! Should have shot her before she grabbed it. Don't spin towards me. Out, rude. Oh, he was not down for the count. Tried to cut my toes off. I'll take that. Is there anyone left to use it on? I mean, I know there will be. Because there's gonna be the people in there. Sir, can you not? Really feel like that door should be openable.
That went well.
I missed a tracking module. And I don't think I can go back and get it. Yep. Well, that's one way to open that. I can't help but note that Leon is on the side where the bar is. Instead of chainsawing through that, he could have just lifted it, slid the bar, and been done. Like, that's the handle. You just rotate that, slide it, and put it down. You were on the side with the lock, Leon. And there's no padlock or anything preventing you from grabbing that. It's just there. But you choose to chainsaw through it. Maybe if we had inspected it without the chainsaw, Leon would have been like, oh, it's stuck. I can't move it. But until such a time as I inspect that without a chainsaw in my hands, I must assume that Leon just wanted to use the chainsaw to get out. And really, if you're gonna use the chainsaw to get out, perhaps instead of chainsawing through, say, a metal lock, try the wooden door? You know, wood. The stuff that chainsaws were literally designed to cut through. I don't know, it's just me. For Ethan to chainsaw through one of those, it made more sense, because, like, it was on a metal barred door.
Good. Good. Can you find me the floor plan?
But Leon sees a wooden door and he's like, I'm gonna take the chainsaw to the one metal part here.
Try to track him down.
Keep me posted.
Will do.
Calendar. Was wondering what that was. Looked like it might be some kind of note, but nope, calendar. Also, apparently in insanity mode, they add a couple files.
Come on, come on!
But we're not in insanity mode, we're just in normal.
Hey, over here. You okay?
Yeah. Thanks.
Leon Kennedy, DSO.
CSO. I'm Grace. Ashcroft. FBI.
FBI? What are you doing here?
Someone kidnapped me.
Victor Gideon.
I don't know.
I forget, do they ever tell us what DSO stands for in this game?
What does Victor want with you?
What?
Grace.
What do you mean?
He grabbed you for a reason.
Wait, you're DSO. That's the counter bioterrorism agency, right?
Take this.
You sure?
You might need it. Now go. Get out of here.
What it stands for is Division of Security Operations. But I don't recall them actually saying it in this game.
Dr. Gideon.
So nice to finally meet you, Leon. Why don't we have a little talk?
Too slow.
I see you're exhibiting symptoms too.
Umbrella's curse.
I have to wonder if Gideon has his parasite now or if he only sticks himself with it later. If he has it now, then dang, they have
I'll be fine.
dramatically increased the
I hope.
the functionality and what it leaves of brain functions. Okay, so here we are. We have us one shot in this here Requiem. Hey, look, one of these is here, but Grace can't touch it. So we should have an autosave at the start of Grace's section, so no need to drop a manual one just yet. Grab the ink ribbon, but not the tins. We do not need the tins. Apparently they start us off with all the charms we earned in the last one. I do like the I Spy charm, but I'm going to go ahead and not grab it just yet. Our inventory space is kind of at a premium for now. Gonna be a little bit before we can use an antique coin. Let's say hi to Emily.
Oh, God. surprised you. You can't see, can you?
Who are you?
Was there someone in the other cell? Why are you in there?
Everyone's gone.
Stay away from that!
Are you alright?
Get away!
No, hold on. No. I'm sorry. What is happening here?
So we can assume we know how this man died in the dark here. We can assume. But then why is he telling us to get away from Emily? Is it because he knows that a certain someone else turned into a certain someone else and is trying to warn us of what lurks within her? Is that it? Because his get away from her sounded more like a concern deal rather than a don't you dare touch our experiment subject or whatever. So, interestingly, with the chef here, the way I saw the speedrunner take care of him was basically they walked up, or not take care of him, get past him, was basically they walked up to where he could see them, and then as soon as he started to turn, they like booked it past him. So while he was still, you know, recognizing that they were there, they booked it and actually made it past him. Whereas what I did on my first run, I waited until he noticed me, then swung 4 times, and then booked it past him here. And that worked out just as well. But apparently what you're really supposed to do is sit and watch until he goes to his other station. Of course, this is quite a slow method of getting by him. Does he not move until we get a little closer? You gonna move, sir? No, he's still staying there. So I guess we gotta get closer so he goes next is, and then move. Just making sure he doesn't see us when he's saying what next is. Okay, so he spotted me. You wanna... Yeah, there you go. Push that out of the way. I mean, this is gonna take longer. But we'll at least be a little safer than we were on my first time through here. Okay, the music has stopped, which means he has dropped aggro. It is very nice of him to... Nice of him to move the giant stew pot out of the way for us. What's wrong? What's wrong? Oh, are you gonna move the stew pot back? Is that what's wrong? Yeah, go back to chopping. Don't mind me, sir. Missed the door. If I didn't miss the door, we might have gotten by. Yeah, the way the speedrunner got by him, is they basically waited until he was right about to hit the light for the first time. Because during that animation, he can't turn around and grab you, but it's not a large window, clearly. So we are going to have to get by him later, but later isn't now. And this gun isn't here in insanity mode. It instead lives like over here.
No bullets.
Come on in, buddy. Don't you want to live in your new home? I really don't want him wandering around. I'd rather have him in here. Sir? Yeah, that's right. Come on in. I assure you, this room's very nice. There you go. Grab that coin. And apparently, pushing people does a tiny amount of damage, with it being more if they hit a wall after being pushed. Anyway, he is going to blister later, which is unfortunate, but them's the breaks. And then up here, I believe there is an item. There's a green herb. Do I want it? Probably not right now. This, however, I do want right now. Immediately. That's locked from the other side, so we gotta go through here, which we are meant to sneak through. Turn around, lady. Go that way. I know that coin's a trap, but it is a trap I cannot help but fall for. So part of me wants to go get the better handgun immediately. Outlander, I believe there are specific zombies who just always transform, and there are specific zombies who never transform. I don't believe the singers will ever transform, for example. So we have 8 shots. Just 8. That's enough to get rid of one zombie. And I mean, I put away my freaking bottles. If I had a bottle, I could toss one over there, go get my gun, open the safe, and then leave. I think there might be another bottle not too far from here. Hey, look, it's the file that I didn't find for way too long. Yep, gotta get the quartz from the chairman. Hey, more handgun ammo, that would also help. Moon, sun, star, moon. Got it. Incidentally, in insanity mode, they change the solutions to these. Among other things. They change a lot of things in insanity mode. I'm looking forward to playing it. I am deliberately avoiding paying attention to things like that in insanity mode. So... No, I don't need to play with him. Unicorn trinket box is over here. And I don't think there's a bottle in there. There might be. I know he's got a bottle in his hands, but I don't think it's an empty bottle that he gives us. So let's pop this open. Get ourselves our lovely thinger. And then we've got one person to deal with. Hello, ma'am. My accuracy on this lady is less than stellar. And with her saying she's sorry, that means she is done. Outlander, it would be interesting if Insanity fully randomized puzzle solutions, but then again, it would also make it not exactly a good speedrun category. And I like seeing a nice, challenging speedrun. I wouldn't want to trade that away. Alright, let's grab an empty bottle. And then get back up there. I am getting Grace's gun so that I can retire this one.
Perfect fit. Yes, I need 2 more.
Okay, I guess she's not done when she says she's sorry. I should really shoot more people in the legs. Because you get more blood if you sever legs or arms. I'll wait for her to get closer and then I'll throw the bottle. Also, shouldn't she walk around in front of these pillars? Whatever. Over there, folks. Go investigate. She is the only one who went to investigate. Ow. I didn't realize she was close enough for that. Yeah, Grace, a little faster maybe? Okay, so I've wasted a bottle and some health and a healing item and gotten nothing to show for it. Not an ideal situation. So here's the plan. I'm gonna grab these. And this. And this. The Requiem exists to get rid of enemies that cause problems. And boy, is there one in there. Though admittedly, there is a point coming up in the very near future where the Requiem can be used reliably to get 3 kills in one shot. Also, the reason I didn't combine or use these herbs yet is I was thinking, oh yeah, if I go up to the 3rd floor, I can grab this herb. Problem? Gotta go through the bar and lounge to get there. It's not an insurmountable problem, but it is a problem. Really depends where everyone is at the moment. So he's there. She is somewhere else. So the singing lady has apparently been freed to roam about the office. So let's just go ahead and use this as is. Hello, sir. Would you like to come play with me? He sure would. No throwing bottles. That's rude. Okay, got her.
Jesus.
So now we've only got one problem. And he can be easily gotten around. I don't know why I'm equipping this gun that is empty. You coming, sir? He's coming. So, this way, sir. Come on, you can do it. There we go. And there we go. Okay, so this one... That's examination room safe. Bar and lounge safe code. Left 10, right 80, left 30. Three coins for me. Oh, and there's an herb to grab here. Another coin to grab on the lady. Who apparently I disarmed rather than beheading, but still got rid of her all the same. 2 handgun bullets. This guy I beheaded, but the singing lady only disarmed. Hello, sir. Please, come this way. I believe she also blisters, so that'll be fun. Do I have all of my coins, or did I leave one in the box? I think I left one in the box. Oh, no, I grabbed it. But I can leave this in the box, and I can leave this in the box, because they will not be used again for a good while. Isn't there... I mean, there's definitely something in the chairman's office. There might be a lockpick in there. If I could get a lockpick, then that actually wouldn't really change much just yet. But considering all of the lockpicks result in additional Requiem ammo. Okay, so this roulette wheel only ever lands on 3 numbers. So let's take a look. And if memory serves, 2 of them are black and 1 is red. Red 7. I think it's like 15 and 29 are the others. Okay, yes, 29 is one of them. And let's spin it one more time. $29 again. Dang, I should have gone already. Just gonna spin this a couple times, paying attention to where it lands. It really likes 29, so let's just go for 29 right now. Because if you place a bet, and you get your bet, then you trade 1 handgun bullet for 1 coin. Only doable once per file, but still. And of course, this time it doesn't go for 29, and you do have to re-bet every time you fail. Can't help but notice it didn't make a sound when we shot the 29 that time. Did I shoot too early? Do you have to wait until it's ready to be hit again before you shoot? Well, it was landing on 15 anyway. And yeah, so it's 7, 15, and 29 are the 3 numbers it can land on. I believe it's an even chance of each one. Okay, that time it did make a happy sound. So we are now trading 3 handgun bullets for 1 coin, when there are enough coins even without this. So I probably shouldn't be wasting the bullets. 7 again. Rude. Really should have saved and then just reloaded the save every time I got it wrong. Show me a 29. That's a 15. Of course, we stop getting 29s the moment I start betting on 29s. Show me a 29. That is a 15 again, game. Am I really going to spend all of my handgun ammo trying to get a coin I don't need? Apparently I am. Show me the 29. There we go. Only took way too many tries. Magic. Time to make what bullets we have left go longer. Or go farther, rather.
You're okay. You're okay.
And then put our last 2 coins toward the Slurp-O-Matic upgrade. Well, at least we got more handgun ammo. And let's make sure there's nothing else to be grabbed in here besides the hand. This game has quite a few severed hands, but none of them belong to the protagonists for once.
Oh, sorry about this.
So he stands up in insanity mode. But apparently he's going to stick down there for us. And now, I believe, is a decent time to use our first ink ribbon. Oh, right. We need to see an alternate ending. So I'm going to go ahead and make this save here. But then I'm going to load this save. I went through far enough on Leon to get to the save point that is the closest to where you choose to release or destroy Elpis. There is no closer save possible than this one. So I need to see what happens if we choose to destroy Elpis, because I haven't seen it yet. Also, I got through the liquors here with like 0 problems whatsoever. I wish I did it on stream because it made me feel like I was actually good at the game. Unlike the attempts to deal with the liquors in my actual playthrough, even though this file is from that playthrough. Like, I managed to get perfect parries, which on certain moves opens them up to be instantly gotten rid of with the axe. So, like, yeah, I dealt with the liquors like it was nothing. I wish I was that good in the main game. Outlander, we are not allowed any ink ribbons for S rank because there is no S rank, so really it doesn't matter. You can use as many ink ribbons as you like. This game only cares about clear time, as far as I'm aware. Unless they suddenly start giving you a rank in Inferno. Or not Inferno, Insanity. Also, I figured out what happens if you go that way. The answer is there's a locked door. So we've seen this cutscene.
Oh, I need to hurry.
Grace needs to hurry. Yeah, Outlander, the names they choose for the difficulties are always based on the story of the game itself. RE4 has professional because Leon is a professional agent type deal. RE7 has, what is it, Madhouse? Because you're in a madhouse. Or no, RE7, it's Ethan must die because you're Ethan and he must die. Village has Village of Shadows because, ha ha ha, it's a Village of Shadows. RE2 Remake has whatever it has, I don't know. RE3 Remake is the one with Inferno, I believe, because, oh, this place is hell or whatever. And then here we've got Insanity because we're in a care center for people with mental things going on. Okay, for a moment I thought that was just a flat texture of the room that's meant to be beyond, but no, that's just the door's got weird stuff in it. Okay.
Leon.
Okay, do we want to destroy or release Elpis? Clearly we want to destroy it.
I was wrong, and I am plagued by guilt.
I'm gonna destroy Elpis. You promise you'll end this.
And we are officially choosing to kill Leon here. Considering he's gonna die without Elpis. Which makes this the second Resident Evil game with an ending that kills Leon. Without being a game over.
What did you do?
that too.
Grace, get out of here! Go! Right behind you!
Leon! What are you doing? Come on!
Outlander, it's not like they're gonna kill Leon in the canon ending. In fact, apparently this ending doesn't even give any achievements or anything. It's just the bad ending that you can watch if you choose it. I mean, that's saying that this is them killing Leon is like saying, oh, if you die while playing the game, they've killed Leon. Sure, they roll the credits after this, but it's not the real ending.
At least I could save you.
Oh, poor Leon. Just wants to save one person. No, Outlander, it's not Albert Wesker, it's Zalbert Desker. So one thing I'm definitely noticing, the depth of field effect wasn't great when running at DLSS quality. It's even worse at performance. I think I might turn off depth of field for playing with path tracing.
I wish I could have saved you, Leon.
If only there was a way. And that's the ending they give us. And we don't get a song with vocals for this ending. Alright, we've watched the credits before. And after the credits is nothing. So she just wishes she could have saved Leon, and then... oh, dang, guess there's just no way to save him. Right, I was going to turn off depth of field. Thankfully, that is one of the graphics settings that you can do mid-game, I believe. There it is. So, unfortunately, we are going to lose some of the blurring of distant objects and whatnot. But the depth of field in this game was never that good. Like, everything that gets blurred out is super aliased. But they do use depth of field for cinematic effect in some cutscenes. So it'll be a little bit of a shame to lose that. Though maybe they'll still keep it. Maybe the camera focus deals will still work. Who doesn't love an empty drawer? Yeah, in the Japanese version, this guy's chest cavity is just completely blacked out. Like, it looks like black plastic.
Heard from that small
All right, so in here, this is the examination room safe. Right 30, left 10, right 50. I think this is like the second fastest safe in the game. Also, those coins are floating. Good old hover coins.
That's your bladder. Go home.
So the game very much wants us to use the hemolytic on this guy, and he will blister up if we don't. So, might as well.
That's so effective.
Okay, he is done. I like how they bring back the blood pool under zombies who are done. The tell that we used all the way back in OG RE1 is still in play. We love us some scrap. We love us our Slurp-O-Matic.
This might be useful.
We love us our thing that tells us how to use scrap, by the way. There is one of the clues to the final puzzle. G equals 150 million. Why is that a clue? Well, if you'll remember, the game that we are meant to be playing involves nucleotides. Specifically gene codons. RNA codons. It's got things such as GGC as the first triplet. G equals 150 million, which is the number of kilometers to the sun. So G is the sun. That's our first clue right there to solving the final puzzle. And now we are allowed to craft hemolytics, which is great. I love them. We don't have any blood yet. But we're about to. Slurp it on up. Actually, it'll probably be to our advantage to turn this light on before we move on. And right here is where you can get 3 zombies with 1 Requiem shot without too much effort at all. Unfortunately, I don't have the Requiem or the shot for it, so... Well, goodbye to that knife. Just repeated leg shots and kicks. Just gotta make sure we keep shooting them in the same leg, in hopes that said leg comes off. Running a little low. I tried to parry. Okay, he's done. Well, we got one leg off. Oh, good. The doctor gave a med injector. Honestly, I could probably use it right now. I really, really, really wish that they put the blood splats for defeated enemies on their chests instead of at the center of their model. I really do. I don't like stabbing into their crotches every time. I'm sorry, but isn't severing a leg supposed to... Oh! Not done yet, huh? Isn't severing a leg supposed to give you more blood? He already gave us a drop, and he had blood come out, so I guess... Don't blame me for the... Oh, I don't want that. Thanks for breaking free, Grace. Alright, let's go through here. Grab that coin. Smash that, get it yelled at. Honestly, I love the voice work on a lot of the zombies. The way they yell their things is just quickly becoming iconic. Okay, so he's coming this way. We don't like that. But he should go right by us. I wish I had scrap to make a hemolytic, because then we could get rid of him right now. Now to get the improved Slurp-O-Matic. I should put away the ink ribbon tin before I do anything else, because I don't want to keep that. Nope. You know what? We're gonna use Mr. Raccoon this time. Because I've already proven that I can get through this game without him. Our Slurp-O-Matic now holds 200 slurps. That's way more slurps. This safe is just always open. There's some scrap. Love to see it. Gonna use it immediately. Because these guys who want you to keep it down are always worth getting rid of. Because they give so much blood back. Though I guess this guy we did lose 1 scrap and 10 blood in the exchange, but hey, whatever. I guess he wasn't worth taking down like that. Cleaning lady's gonna be real upset. But that's not my problem. Here's another item that only spawns in once you are in New Game Plus. It's actually a little bit of a shame that it's impossible to play the game on Insanity mode without the New Game Plus flag being set. But that's just how it goes. So we can look around in here. Not a whole lot we can do just yet. Though there is an herb to grab. So now we can make a triple herb. Nice, efficient, full heal. And is that everything in here other than the first, or not the first aid, the ink ribbon tin? I believe so. Looks like it. Oh, wait. Scrap. You'll love to see it. So this scrap is probably best used to make handgun ammo, isn't it? If I were to make an injector, who would I use it on? Probably the chef. That would get us access to quite a bit. So yeah, let's actually do that. Because while we can immediately grab the corrosive here, we don't have to. So we're going to do as the man says and not fuck with him. Honestly, the speedrun I watched that of this segment that managed to get through there super quick, the way it dealt with getting the corrosive and getting out without firing a shot was actually very impressive. Okay, so let's go back to Emily. I want to slurp up this guy's blood.
Hey. Are you all right?
You're the lady from before.
Yeah. This is, you're, did anyone hurt you? Because I can't see? Oh, no, that's not what I meant.
It's not my fault. The doctors gave us both medicine.
Made our eyes go bad. So there was someone in there? There's another bed in this,
My friend, Marie. One day she just disappeared.
I'm sorry.
When it happened, I was happy it wasn't me.
Is that bad? I'm just gonna keep looking around.
It's not necessarily bad, but it's one of those thoughts that you keep to yourself. do have a hemolytic. I hear the chef. Can't quite tell which side he's coming from. I can tell which side he's coming from. Goodbye, chef. I don't know if he's fooling or real. I thought I knew how to tell, but everything I thought I know has already been called into question. But now we got some scrap, we got some more to slurp. Oh, we like that. And the stakeout takeout charm is not here because we already have it. So let's use some of this scrap, make another hemolytic. Or rather some of this blood, because there's more blood to grab. We are now capable of holding quite a lot, and yet not enough. Not unless we find more scrap. Okay, Mr. Lights Out is going to have to go. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know the muzzle flash is bright, but sometimes we just gotta deal with these things, sir. The freaking game tutorializes, hey, you get more blood if you sever the leg of an infected guy. Or an arm. And yet, I cannot for the life of me tell any difference. Isn't 20 the default? I could have sworn we always were getting 20. I'll take your knife, sir. So he is in front of a hip pouch that we really want. Well, at least there is some value to going for the leg in that it much more easily gets staggers and melee prompts. Plus you get interesting animations if you shoot a leg out from somebody who is standing. Okay, so let's make our way back to the item box. Wonder what happens if someone with a severed leg goes blister. There was something that I felt like I was going to grab, but I guess not. I do know there's something I was going to grab in here. Oh, he gets up now. He gets up as soon as you get in here in insanity mode. Like, as soon as you get close enough to him. Which, incidentally, you have to in order to get the East Wing key. But I don't have to play with you, sir. Enjoy being alone in here. Grace, close the door or don't. I wanted to close it, not repeatedly open it, but I guess beggars can't be choosers or something to that effect. Not that I was begging for anything. Or choosing anything. Okay, we got some scrap to spend. And we've got way too much blood on hand. Let's make another hemolytic. I'd love to see some additional scrap, if we're being honest. And the wrench is required. We don't need the lockpick just yet. So I said earlier, some of the voice acting for the zombies I just love. We are about to hear one that I just love. Just the way he screams, out of the way! I love it. In Insanity, that doesn't explode on its own. So once this lifts up, you have to shoot once to get the grate off, and shoot another time to make it explode and make this stop.
Oh, fuck.
And now we are about to do a sequence break that allows you to skip a cutscene with Gideon. It was 2 and 5, I believe. It sure was. 'Cause, yeah, getting that open early makes it so that we don't need to get the journal from inside the safe, or inside the puzzle box, where we have the next cutscene with Victor Gideon. Which means we can actually get the level 2 wristband early and just completely skip that cutscene. Which there is value to, because as soon as you do that cutscene is when... Okay. I guess it's not about the cutscene, but rather about getting that box open. So as soon as you open that box, it makes blisters start happening. So I want to use my hemolytic on that. Because boy, is it quicker to use a hemolytic than to use bullet. That said, are we really going to be coming through here again? I probably could have just left him up. Yeah. Yeah, he wasn't going to be a threat. We could have left him. We are going to be going to the restroom later, but like... once we get through this stuff, we're never going to have to come through this hall ever again. Which means we're never going to have to go past here ever again. So yeah, I totally could have just left him up and saved the hemolytic. Oh well. We live with the mistakes we make. So there's a keep it down man in there, who's going to come out as soon as we break that. There's a lockpick to grab. Green herb that I do not have space for. Why am I traveling so heavy? Because I grabbed this, that's why. Well, what we can do is we can go right down to cold storage here. And is this man going to be blistered? Yep. Dang, I was really, really hoping that I would count as being behind him enough that I could just use the hemolytic. I don't think I've ever seen him move like that. Yeah, I think only, like, basic zombies will ever blister. I don't think the special ones, like, singers or keep it down mans, I don't think they'll ever blister up. And using the hemolytic right there might have been a waste, but potentially saved myself some ammo. Outlander, there is a most efficient way to kill the big guy. It's 3 Requiem bullets. 3 Requiem bullets, or you can also do I believe each hemolytic counts for a Requiem bullet. I don't know for sure. But 3 Requiem bullets takes him down, 3 hemolytics takes him down. It is possible. I don't know for sure. I can't say it's 100% going to be the case, but it is possible that using a hemolytic counts as a Requiem bullet. I don't know if it just takes away enough HP to count or what. But it's a non-zero chance that a hemolytic or a Requiem bullet count the same and go towards the same pool. Yeah, I would think that if they do go towards the same pool, then 1 hemolytic and 2 Requiem bullets would probably be arguably more efficient. But I'm not going to claim that until I've had a chance to test it, which I am about to. Anyway, sir, you still have some blood for me. I'll take that. Isn't there a thing in this? There is a thing in that. And as we know at this point, empty bottles become far more useful than just distractions. Hey, he had 30 blood in him. Okay, at this point, let's go this way. We'll leave her to clean up the mess for a little bit. Don't mind getting another knife. And then we'll trade this for some rare metal. Yeah, Outlander, the Guts charm, they fully expect you to have and keep that for insanity mode. I don't remember which leg I shot. I think it was her, that. Yeah, considering you get to keep it for the start of insanity, they fully expect you to have it for insanity. And as a result, most zombies, if they get you, will one-shot you. If you do not have it. So, these toilets are important. Why are they important? Because they are. Where is the thing? So there's supposed to be somewhere in this blood smear that looks kind of like an 8. Is that it? Like we got a kind of circly bit and a kind of circly bit. It's too early to actually do the thing, but there's supposed to be somewhere in the blood smear that looks kind of like an 8. And we cannot yet use this scrap. And since we can't use the scrap, we also can't use all of this blood, so we'll have to come back later anyway. So I think now, since we do have 10 bullets, it is time to go deal with Keep It Down Man. Oh, that was just it asking us if we wanted to stab him. Which I don't. He's missing a leg. He won't be the most threatening blisterhead, even if he does turn into one. At least I hope he won't be the most threatening. Maybe his leg will blister back on. I can't claim to know for sure. Because in my first run, I never shot anyone's legs off. Okay, so that's empty. And we don't have any way to fill it just yet. Bit of an issue. Even more of an issue is that they are blocking both of our paths towards that side. I can take the long way around, but then she's probably going to be blistered up by now. Also, he never went down. Well, I gotta go. Okay, sounds like everyone who was on me has given up. Ma'am, are you going to be blistered up? She is not blistered up. So either it is random, at least to an extent, which zombies are going to blister. Because I believe I've seen her blistered up, or maybe that was in an insanity run. I don't know. But I believe I've seen her blister up in a video of someone else playing. So who knows? Could be random. Could be difficulty differences. Could be any number of things. Hang on. I saw that green herb. And where else is there a pickable lock? Right there. We went right by one. It's been a while since I last saved. I should probably fix that. Especially since I'm wandering around with no ammo. My real issue, well, I mean, there's 2 ammo right there, but I want to get in there so I can grab the thingy and slap it in the sequencer so that I can then learn how to make Requiem ammo. Might as well slurp up some of this. Can't get all of it. But some is better than none. Sir, if you would kindly turn the other way. Thank you. Do you have to be standing right on top of the bullets that I want? Like, of all the places for you to stand, sir. Can you go hear a noise over there? I mean, I guess I can make him hear a noise over there if I kept my bottles. Don't mind me, I'm being very quiet, sir.
Shut up.
We got him. May have taken the last of my knife and ammo, but we got him. The fact that he dropped his bag of juice is proof that he is done. This man wants to be a problem. It's a shame you can't knife him from stealth. Good thing we're getting these flinches. Okay, I broke the knife, but I also broke him. Could be worse. Could be better, though. Oh, that's just a tin. I don't need a tin. Empty injector. Oh, this isn't the one that teaches us how to do Requiem bullets, is it? Where's the juice? Isn't there supposed to be juice we can slap into the thingy? To learn more? Could have sworn the green juice was in here. Or the white juice, not the purple juice. We already scanned the purple juice. Like, wasn't there some juice to slap into this sequencer? Because that's why the sequencer's here? We didn't keep the knowledge. I don't know how to make... Or is this where we... No, because the hemolytic maybe this is where we learned how to make hemolytic injectors. Yeah, wasn't it just... Or no, because handgun ammo and hemolytics came at the same time, didn't it? Ink ribbons were a separate thing. I am confused. There should be juice in here to sequence. But it's not in either of these because they don't open. Our map hasn't revealed it, which means we haven't been close enough to press X to pick it up. Could have sworn there was sequencing juice in here. Or maybe I'm misremembering because maybe that's one of the key items that moves in insanity mode. That's a possibility. Don't know where it would move to. Maybe into there. I don't remember what was locking the closet. I'm pretty sure there's still more goodies in there, but we'd have to deal with at least one more zombie to get them. So I need to open up some inventory space. Really wish this rare metal could stack. And let us grab an ink ribbon. And yeah, Outlander, I never made ink ribbons during my first run because it just felt like a waste of blood. I got just enough that I felt comfortable not making them. Someone who wasn't me. It's the guy who exploded's fault. He shouldn't have exploded like that. I tried to tell him. Okay, there's the juice that tells us how to make Requiem ammo. As well as a Requiem bullet. Some scrap and some more Red Eagle. Let's go ahead and turn our scrap into another injector. So now, maybe I do want to go back to the sequencer in the west. Though that is annoyingly far away. This sequencer is much closer. Of course, it's also annoyingly far away because we have to get past a big annoying gentleman in order to reach it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the supply that we are about to use before going that away. Okay, she's still in here. To be fair, she does have a lot to clean up. Are you going or coming? He is coming. That's not ideal. What I wanted to do was test to see if hemolytic and then 2 Requiem bullets would be enough. And something tells me this won't be sufficiently hidden. And yet, that something would be wrong. So, give him the good old butt stab.
Shit. Is that not enough?
And looks like the hemolytics do count for a Requiem bullet. What a mess. And he gives us 4 coins. So, that is almost a scrap. But now we want to get past this man, so I guess time for the serial leg destroyer to destroy another leg. Outlander, I do not know whether Leon can get the Guts Charm if you leave that chunk for him. And I am not going to science it out. In fact, I can't because the Guts Charm has already been gotten. And therefore it is permanently in my inventory no matter what. So there's nothing I can do to figure out whether it is unless I want to erase my entire file, which I don't. And this is the last juice. Okay. Good news. We can fix our inventory issue. Okay, so this one, I believe we start there, go there, there, and then there. Taking more than the minimum steps is for suckers. That said, maybe I shouldn't be so harsh about it, considering I have watched another streamer play this game and they just tried to solve it by vibes and took 30 plus steps on every single one. Okay, we are about to oh wait, no, we are not. We're going in there a little later. Not just oh, hello. That's not what I wanted. Was really hoping that I would get a knockdown and not just a stagger. At least I was hoping she'd let me push her. That's what I was hoping. But no such luck. So now kinda wanna go back. Right, that's a pickable lock. Well, if we find another lockpick, we know where it's going. Okay, back here. Let's grab something. I mean, we want the lungs and the heart. These coins are just taking up space. Grab another empty injector, because we want to fill them. Admittedly, there's not much I can do with them full when I have no ammo and no scrap to make it, but I can at least go slurp up the rest of the blood that's left in the west wing. Should be able to do that in relative safety. That's the reason that it's relative. That's right, sir. You don't want none of this. I don't want to use it on just a single ordinary zombie. Slurp up 100 of that. Hooray, I got the Bloodlust achievement for collecting 5,000 microsamples of blood. And now... Oh, I've got scrap. But I've also got stabilizer. Though, if I don't heal right now, then the next time I get grabbed, I get dead, so... Important to heal there. And the reason there was very little camera movement for a bit there is that I was looking at a notification on my phone. Hang on a sec. Is the stream still alive? It better be. The reason I ask is because I just got a freaking pop-up on the screen that I was watching the preview with that said that I was signed out of my account, which absolutely should not be the case mid-stream. But a refresh of the page seems to have fixed that. Okay, got a bit more blood to slurp in the lounge. Though there is still a zombie up and at him here. I really don't want to use the Requiem on him by himself. So I'll wait for him to turn around. Thankfully, zombies' cone of vision isn't very long. Slurp her blood. Close this door so that we don't have to worry anymore. Slurp this up. And that's all the remaining blood here. Do I want to deal with him? It looks like he won't be too much of a problem, actually. Grab a pencil because I can. Ooh, there's a lot to slurp here. Probably too much to slurp with him ambling towards me. 2 handgun ammo is something. Though admittedly not as much as I would have liked. Nice try. Keep walking. There we go. Where'd you pull that from? Okay, now we can probably slurp the rest. Let's go ahead and make us another stabilizer and use it. And our shooting ability cannot get much better at this point. I honestly didn't need to steal the pencil, but it's mine now. That is all the blood cleared out of the West Wing. Ooh, we can turn our green herbs into med injectors now. But first, let's make some handgun ammo. 2 hemolytics is totally fine for the time being. Oh, it just occurred to me. I denied us a fun scripted moment by getting rid of the chunk already. Ma'am, your leg looks like it really doesn't want to be where it is. And back down to 2 bullets. Good news is, I have this. Okay, I'll take this then. Ooh, more scrap. You'll love to see it. The singer in here. If the chunk is still alive when you shoot her, then he basically just teleports to right about there and blocks you in for a while. So you can't just run from the singer and her 3 zombie friends. Dang. Well, that's the singer done. Dang it, I meant to make a med injector out of that. Oh, he's done. At least ostensibly. Why does everyone in this hospital wander around on such severable legs? Really, guy? Only 10? Rude. Selfish, even. So we do have enough antique coin that when we learn how later, we can break them down into scraps. And we can grab this corrosive and go see the cutscene with Gideon. Or we can just not do that. Because we sequence broke and opened the box to get our artificial lungs. Using information found in a file in the office or inside the thing that we need corrosive to open. But since we used that knowledge, let's just do a good old-fashioned cutscene skip. Which means that we do need to go place these artificial organs where they belong. Though I believe that means we have to deal with some blisters in here. Or at least Mr. Doctor. We've got enough hemolytic injectors that I can... No, I should save them. Sir, your leg looks like it doesn't want to be where it is. Nice miss. Oh, there we go. I believe that was a critical leg shot. Really, no drop at all. Nothing? I mean, I think this was the doctor who was over here who got up again after he already dropped something, so maybe... It's probably just one drop per zombie. That would make sense. Anyway, sir, how would you like a pair of lungs? And how would you like a nice heart? And I've been told that this man just dies on his own regardless of whether or not you shoot him or anything. Like, yeah, he's a bit of a threat for a little while, but it is my understanding that he dies before too long. Which, I mean, I would too if I was in his situation. Yep. Just keels over as soon as aggro is dropped. So no need to shoot him. Can save your ammo. And that guy has not blistered up, surprise. I just had to say something. This feels like a bit of a waste. And so I won't do it. Because I will instead do this. Which admittedly also feels like a slight waste. But it gets us through this without any further issue. I should probably use one of these med injectors. Traveling around at caution is just asking to get killed if you get grabbed. And beyond there... yeah, let's go use this level 2 thing. This blood apparently poured around the corner. It's interesting that the level 2 key card thing is used exactly there and immediately gives us access to level 3. You would think there would be more time between those two things. And we do not have anything to make anything with. Even though there's some blood there, we probably can't slurp it all up. I will take 3 handgun ammo. There's also a part during the holdout where if you come over here early, or maybe it's before the holdout, you come over here early, some zombies come out of a room and you can shoot them basically through this and get 2 or 3 in one shot. Though you have to be lined up right, and it is at least kind of a blind shot. Oh, there's something to spend blood on. And now we can slurp this. Slurp. Yeah, Grace, your arm clipped through the bucket there. I hope you're aware of that. Oh, there's also something to use. Handgun ammo is probably preferred at this point. Bet he'll never wake up.
This must be it.
Grab the handgun ammo. Grab the ink ribbon. He's dead.
I can't tell which button's which. Braille. These girls, they look just like... You're the one that locked her up. I'm gonna borrow this. I bet she can read that.
Okay, it's here where you can do the blind shot, blind-ish. 3 in 1. I got the bang for your buck achievement, so I know for a fact that I got 3 of them. Unfortunately, Lasty here still wanted to be a problem. And I don't have space for that knife. Nor for all of the blood I created, and also, didn't pop a single head. But at least I can grab the handgun ammo. Can't grab the scrap either. I'm really gonna want that. Well, hopefully all 4 of these men behave and do not blister up. I doubt that'll be the case, but we can hope. Really, sir? Oh, he's turning around. I was really hoping he wouldn't notice me. Anyway, now if we go back up to this office, Gideon will not be there. Which is kind of amusing. And while we could release Emily right now, we're not going to. As for why? Because I don't have time. I need to actually call this a stream here. So, thanks folks for dropping by to watch and chat and all that, and I will be back for a Rare Wednesday stream tomorrow to get into and probably through at least Leon's care center section. See you then, friends.